All right, good morning, everyone. This is Rajiv Paliwal. We will get started. I wanted to welcome you to a 2019.3 technical deep dive. The topic today is Tableau Server Management add-on, and we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the features and capabilities in the add-on related to scalability and security. We are joined today by several speakers from the product teams, some of the technical experts. So Ryan McShane from our product marketing team, he's going to just speak a little bit about the actual SKU itself, the server management add-on SKU. And then we will have Fatima Kolkatawala, Joe Salloway, and James Chen. They're going to walk through some of the features and capabilities that are going to be in the add-on. And after that, we will open it up for Q&A. Just in terms of how this agenda will flow, we will spend about 15 or 20 minutes on the topics. There are no real demos today, but you will get, for some of the capabilities, if there are some screenshots, you'll be able to see some of that, and the panelists will actually be pointing that stuff out. As far as our Q&A, it is going to be facilitated through the Slack channel. So you can see on the screen right now, it is server management add-on. So go ahead and join the Slack channel. You'll probably be able to see some of the questions that were asked this morning as well. But please, throughout the presentation, start to submit your questions. And after we are done providing an overview of the capabilities, we will dive into all the questions and do the Q&A. It's been very lively in the sessions we've had so far. So look forward to your participation. And then we'll wrap it up with just some call to action and some upcoming readiness items that are coming for you. So getting this underway. So I'm going to hand it over to Ryan. He's just going to give you a quick overview on the overall add-on SKU.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Again, thanks so much for being with us today. Just to set a bit of context before we dive into the individual capabilities and sort of how they
Ryan,
work.
I think we lost your...
Can you hear me?
You lost your connection for a moment.
Can you guys hear? Can you hear me now?
Folks, my apologies. Okay, just me.
Hello? Hello?
Ryan, I hear you.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a weird issue going on, but I can hear you.
No, I think James cannot hear either.
Strange.
Well, hopefully most people can hear. Again, this is a new, the server management offering is a new SKU launching with 2019.3. And it's really a package of tools and capabilities to help customers manage Tableau Server at scale. And that means, again, tools for manageability, scalability, and security. And again, this is aimed primarily at our larger customers. It follows the same licensing construct as the data management add-on. So you can think of it in a very similar fashion. And it applies to all users in the deployment and is available both in a subscription named user and as a core model. We'll be disclosing pricing at a future date. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to the product team and let you get deeper into the actual features.
Hi, everyone. I'm Fatima Kalkatawala. I'm here to talk about the external repository capability that's shipping with 2019.3. With external repository feature, we will enable Tableau servers deployed in AWS to use Amazon's relational database as the repository. Amazon RDS offers enhanced scalability, reliability, high availability, and security more than what Tableau offers today with its built-in PostgreSQL database. Customers who are deploying Tableau Server at scale in AWS can really benefit from the scalability and the high availability features available for RDS. To configure external repository with your Tableau server, you need the credentials to the RDS instance, hostname, and port number. We have a TSM command that you can run as part of the server initialize sequence or after the server is initialized to configure your Tableau server with external repository. Once your server is configured with external RDS, the WIS portal status page, TSM status page will show you that repository is now running on an external node. Similarly, the TSM command line output will tell you RDS is running on an external node. The Tableau Services Manager configuration page will no longer let you change or add the inbuilt Postgres repository to the Tableau server. If you need to go back to the inbuilt Postgres, there is a TSM topology command which you can run, and that will reconfigure your server to use the built-in Postgres. Thank you.
Hi, this is Joe Salloway, and I'm going to talk to you today about the advanced encryption key management feature that's part of the server management add-on. This feature is additional support for the encryption of extracts feature that is part of the main 2019.3 release. The main extract encryption at rest feature is not part of the add-on, but this key management feature, additional key management integration with AWS KMS, is part of the add-on. With the default key management that you get with the basic encryption of extracts at rest, we have a local KMS that is automatically configured and is part of the basic install. For customers that may have more stringent security and compliance requirements, we've introduced the ability to integrate with AWS's KMS to meet those requirements. This allows the root key for the encryption, instead of being stored within the local KMS and the local file system, it would be stored within the AWS KMS. And this is better for security and better integration with AWS. To use this feature, the customer must be deployed in AWS, and they must configure IAM roles and the AWS KMS such that the Tableau server EC2 instances can access the customer managed key within AWS KMS. The configuration within Tableau server is all done through the TSM command line. So once again, this is for customers that have more stringent security and compliance requirements, and it applies to the extract encryption feature. That's what I have. Thanks.
Hi, my name is James. I'm going to talk about the workload management feature. So the workload management feature is a way to give server admins more control over what kind of workloads their nodes in Tableau server handle. This feature enables controls for nodes with backgrounder or the data engine file store combination processes. We allow server admins to configure specific nodes with a background process only to process extract refreshes or subscription workloads. Or specific nodes with file store and data engine to prioritize processing queries on extract workloads. So the co-location of file store and data engine is actually what determines on the keychain which nodes process queries and extracts. And the background handles all sorts of job types, such as user jobs like extract, refreshes, subscriptions, as well as system jobs. So we're just giving more control for customers on these workloads. And the next slide, please. Oh, sorry. So the benefits of this feature is designed to give more control, better scalability, resource governance, and in some cases, performance gains for specific workloads in Tableau Server. So specifically, we're enabling control over how resources are spent executing different workloads. So for example, you can dedicate a node to extract refreshes. We're enabling adding or scaling capacity for a specific workload. So you can increase the number of dedicated background nodes for your extract refreshes. And third, we're unlocking some scenarios of optimization for certain workflows. So one would be if you had a dedicated extract refresh node and you placed file store on that node, and then on a different node, you placed file store and data engine and set that as a prioritized node for acquiring extracts, you would ensure that your dedicated extract refresh background node doesn't take query extract workloads, but you'd also get the added benefits of performance gain for incremental refreshes and full refreshes because you have local file store. So when would we want to use this feature for our customers? So the feature is targeted at our large enterprise customers who have the capacity to dedicate their background nodes to process their workloads or have extra nodes to do dedicated workloads. So typically, this won't be like a 1 or 2 node deployment. So for example, if the customers have an extract refreshes and wants no other background or workload to interfere with their extract refreshes, they can dedicate 1 or 2 nodes in their deployment to just process extract refreshes.
Excellent. Thank you.
That's all I have.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So folks, hopefully you can hear me. And this, what we wanted to do in this segment was provide an overview of some of these key components. For many of you that were able to attend yesterday's session, we covered some of the new tools, the power tools that are part of this SKU.